All right. Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action. Lovely dinosaur action, cooking up some devastation with Karn's Sylex here. The thumbnail actually came together quite nicely. I wasn't exactly sure how I would use it. I've used that art in the past, but it's the art for the card and then copied above it to go around the frame of the card itself, and then there's a smoke layer which is transparent, and I could do a whole little video on exactly how I made it, but we're hoping to cook opponents with Karn Sylex tonight in place of the Hornet Queen, which some of you guys may be aware. But if you're wondering what this dinosaur deck is all about, as always, there's the link to my video primer in the description. 5 ways. How's it going? Hopefully all is well with you and all is well with everybody because it's Friday. That's good. It means the weekend's coming up. Some of you might be working, or perhaps you work on the weekend. That's all right. We'll have a good time. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely back. And, well, it's here to devastate opponents faster than the Hornet Queen. We'll get right into that. Hornet Queen, of course, 4 and 3 green, a total of 7 for a creature. That is not hard to do with this way to play dinosaurs, as it is 2 Sunken Citadels tapping for 4 mana, at least 2 of that being green, plus a forest, so we're on 3, plus Castle Garenbrig. Those 4 lands make 7 for the Hornet Queen. Very nice, very efficient, but also Kiora does help. You tap a Sunken, untap it, tap it again. You have the 4 green right there with the 1 for the castle. Kiora does continue to feel quite nice, but also it's going to be nice potentially playing Kiora and then playing Karn Sylex on, turn 4, which I might just be playing. Oh my goodness, excuse me. That wasn't the sleepy one. That's the right behind it. I should have drank more coffee, but I should drink a little bit more perhaps, or get more sleep. But we're going to be putting opponents to sleep when we play Karn Sylex. Getting back to that point, Karn Sylex enters tapped. Players can't pay life to cast spells or to activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. For the most part, we can kind of forget that. There's nothing really I'm expecting to face that pays life to cast spells. I would imagine it doesn't happen. It's really about destroying all the stuff. Pay X, tap it, exile Karn Sylex, destroy each non-land permanent with mana value X or less. There you go. We smoked the aggressive stuff. If they haven't quite killed us, this could just buy us time. If we play this on turn 3, we can't tap it and sacrifice it because it enters tapped. But if we do that, they won't play any creature that doesn't at least have haste on their following turn. They're not going to get any benefit from it because I'm just going to pop this. So this just means the opponent plays a little bit slower, and that could be quite beneficial for me. But we could activate it the turn we play it with Kiora, which is actually quite nice indeed. That's going to save us quite a bit, I think. Karn Sylex for 3, we have 1 mana left. If we have 4 lands, Kiora could untap Karn Sylex and we pay 1 for X. That still could devastate a decent amount of opponents, you got to imagine. Destroying all non-land permanents, all creatures, enchantments, artifacts with a mana value 1 or less. That's pretty decent. All tokens, gone. Well, Vaultborn Tyrant does have a mana value of 7, but if it doesn't copy something, it has a mana value of 0. Treasure tokens, clues, that stuff has a mana value of 0. So it's quite nice. But we play it on turn 3, we pop it on turn 4, possibly sinking 4 mana into this. Everything 4 and less, gone, done. You can't protect against it if you have something that protects against a certain color. God's willing, brave the elements with mono white humans. Doesn't matter. Still dead. Done. Choose a color, and white creatures you control gain protection from that color. This is not a color, so it's pretty nice to get around color protection stuff. Very, very exciting. I've looking forward to it. But again, also looking forward to taking out multiple things faster than the Hornet Queen. Sometimes I can make 7 mana on turn 4, but I don't actually take out creatures. They would have to attack into the swarm of Death Touchers, which sometimes they don't, and sometimes that is all Hornet Queen does. You just buy time. That's all you need to do. Karn Sylex is a different way of buying time by destroying everything. That's a pretty good way to buy time. But yes, I say we jump into it. Almost. I did switch up the sideboard a bit because I've removed the Hornet Queen and a couple other things I was thinking about. The deck that brings me some of the most pain. Rakdos, Prowess, Aggro, Mono Red. Boom, now we have Chandra's Defeat. 1 red. Chandra's Defeat deals 5 damage to target red creature or red planeswalker. Not that we face too many red planeswalkers, but there you go. Basically, 1 red, take out that one decently sized aggressive creature, and it is instant, which is very important. We don't have to splash for removal, only costs 1. I think that's where it's at. Oh, it is crazy right now. I think it could buy enough time. Keep in mind, I could play Karn Sylex. They might be worried that I activate it. Maybe I play Karn Sylex with a total of 4 lands. That for 3, I have 1 red source left. I could go Chandra's Defeat to take out one of their creatures because they play less. They want to be aggressive, not play anything, force me to pop this and then play creatures that they're holding in their hand after they don't have to worry about it. But I just continue to not pop it. They didn't play anything for the turn, but then I played this. And now they're down a creature and they didn't play any creature. That's the sort of idea, the plan at least. But again, you play it, the opponent doesn't play anything if it doesn't have haste. It's not played next turn, which is quite nice. Quite nice indeed. Scrap Shooter as well. Reach. Take out an artifact or enchantment. Again, it continues to be Damping Sphere. That painful artifact that stops my lands from tapping for multiple mana. And I'm just happy that I'm below 10 minutes. It's good stuff. Okay. We got a sweeper for everything. I have to admit that does make me feel quite comfortable. If the Hornet Queen is in there, was in there mostly to take out multiple things, Karn Sylex basically fills that role. Pretty much. And it is nice that Karn Sylex can come down in many scenarios. And with Kiora, makes a little bit of sense that you can pop the Karn Sylex the turn you play it. You might not be able to sink a bunch into X, but still. If you draw it off the top, you only have a Kiora. That could be very nice indeed. That hand could be, well, a lot nicer than that. 1 castle is not going to do it, but that one, 100%. Now, I mean, it's probably Mono Red or Rakdos Prowess, I would imagine. Tyrranax Rex could be nice. Nah, I'll keep that forest. Send T-Rex to the bottom. Play it a little bit safer. I could have sent the forest keeping... Okay, yeah, well... That's what we're facing. Mono Red or... We got Karn Sylex. Boom. I would like to use Sylvan Scrying. I should use Sylvan Scrying. Grab a Castle Garenbrig, continue to set up. If they've played a bunch of creatures, which I expect is a very real possibility, we drop Karn Sylex. Definitely dropping it. They haven't played much, so now that's really going to slow them down quite a bit, I would think. Although I am tempted to play Carnage Tyrant next turn. You know what? We go with Kiora. I like it. We still could play Carnage Tyrant, playing Stomping Ground, tapping, untapping. Kiora is just naturally going to draw aggression towards her, I would think. They could possibly kill her, but I like this. There's the Slick Shot. Okay. Could be rough. Yeah, they're not even going for me. Okay, well, that was it. Worth a shot. Well, let me think. Yep, gotta be Stomping Ground. Tap the Forest. Untap it, play Carnage Tyrant, and gain some life. Odd that it didn't auto-pay that. I was wondering. Usually it's pretty good. Huh. Strange. I mean, if we can somehow survive, if the slick shot doesn't kill us, it might be nice. Okay, yeah. Well, at least you guys learned a lesson. You have Karn Sylex played. If it's something aggressive, don't ask any questions, because then you're just dead to nonsense. Nonsense, I guess. Well, we know what we're keeping in, and we know what we're bringing in. Chandra's defeat, 100%. Kiora, again. Draw some aggression, perhaps. Tyrranax Rex, though. We'll trim that. We'll trim that. I think there's a decent enough amount of bodies. I still haven't decided exactly which I want to take out, if I'm bringing in that Chandra's defeat. But hey, at the very least, we got stuff to smoke them. It may not be enough, and there is, yeah, still a decent amount of bodies. Maybe it is going to be all aggro tonight. I kind of would like that. Just practice, refine, get better against this deadly, nasty deck. Type of deck. Scorpion, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you and all is well with this hand, because I do like seeing that Karn Sylex. We're playing it turn 3. That's how it's going to be. And we'll see what happens. Okay, just the classic mono red. Mono dead, I guess. Yeah. How's it going, bro? Oh boy. That was painful. It's not the most painful, for sure. Boom. Alright. It is nice to have another one. Maybe they play a little bit scared because we have it out. And Lava Runner, rough. Play some more creatures. Good. That's not good. Also not great. Well, they're taking us down to 7. It is nice. I only have to spend 1 on Karn Sylex, and I still could. Just a sec. Hold on a second. That was a close one. I almost didn't play Kiora. She can untap a land. We tap 1 for X, take out everybody, and then we play Commercial District. That would have been a pretty big oopsie on my part. Of course, we could still be dead, but I like a Sylvan Scrying on top. Alright, did we buy enough time? Chances are we didn't. They got some pesky spirits, unfortunately. But we will have Regisaur Alpha coming up, and that's gonna do the trick, I would think. Multiple bodies, that's our best bet now. We have to do something. It is very nice that Regisaur is a 2-in-1. 6 Nightmare bundles from Duskmorn. Ooh, that does sound pretty good. We could also just be dead from any number of things. Tends to... Okay, yeah, you still did it. Okay, well, we'll see if it is all aggro tonight. We had something to help, but it didn't help quite enough. Yeah, 6 Nightmare bundle, that would be good. I'm not super high on too many cards from Duskmorn. I have been following the previews somewhat closely, but some I'll try. Nothing is standing out, certainly nothing quite like Vaultborn Tyrant from Thunder Junction or Big Score, I guess, the supplemental set. I don't think there's anything that's going to top Vaultborn Tyrant anytime soon, but yeah. Definitely the alt art packs. It is nice to have different packaging. The collector packs as well. Those can be pretty darn expensive. Yeah. And you get some special stuff in bundles in general. I would imagine you get dice in all those bundles. I think so. 100%. People do say Izzet Phoenix is one of the top decks. It's one of my favorite matchups to face because I do feel pretty good and pretty favored against it. But in general, it should stick around, I would think. We won't be sticking with that hand though. This one, quite a bit better because I guess we're facing all aggro tonight. Probably something black related with the turn one. Oh, Sunken Citadel to begin. What could be up the opponent's sleeve with that? Huh. Well, it's not mono red aggro, but it does appear to be something quite painful indeed. Huh. Mono red dragons, perhaps Commander Crane. You might be enjoying this. Interesting. Very good. Magda, the Horde Master. Whenever you commit a crime, create a treasure token. It's pretty fantastic stuff. There wasn't anything to exile. They committed a crime with the Scrabbling Claws, tapping it. Target player exiles a card. There wasn't anything to exile, so they tapped it to make a treasure for the turn. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. They have to have something for Karn Sylex, otherwise we smoke everything they have. Okay, yep. Attack with everything. You can get Vaultborn Tyrant's alt art on Arena, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure you can. What's it gonna be? Lose everything. It does look awesome, but I think... Oh, okay. Good old Shrapnel Blast. It's something. Huh. Interesting. Not sure what else they can do with this. Okay, yeah. Hopefully we get another land next turn. But yeah, definitely. I love Vaultborn Tyrant the most. Big time. I mean, another Karn Sylex, it's not the worst thing in the world. I would have liked to play Carnage Tyrant instead. Hopefully at least Carnage Tyrant next turn. But hey, look. Karn Sylex buying us time, devastating opponents. It's just mono red Magda dragons. Sometimes you just die. You just die. No way we were winning that. Sadly, we didn't even have enough mana for Carnage Tyrant, but this is a lot of stuff that focuses on red, so naturally Chandra's defeat is going to be pretty darn fantastic here. Anything else? I don't think so at this point. Scrap Shooter could enter and maybe take out a treasure or Fable of the Mirror Breaker, but this opponent, I don't really want to give him an extra card. Gift a card. That is how we get to destroy an artifact or enchantment. Whenever the Scrap Shooter enters, it doesn't feel too good. Not at all. I still want to keep in Karn Sylex because I think that's really going to be quite devastating to them. Kiora, not so much. Yeah, we'll trim that. Okay. I want all the big stuff for sure. Chances are we're buying time with Karn Sylex and Chandra's defeat, so we're going to get to that Sunken or the Castle. Sometimes I don't even need Kiora. She is just, well, lovely potential. That hand, 100% keep. Oh, look, 8 mana. Hashtag pre-recorded. We don't need Kiora. Yeah. I just hope to draw at least one Chandra's, one Karn Sylex. That is a total of 8 cards, so I mean, against anyone, basically, I would keep that hand. I get to play anything I have in my deck. That's a no-brainer, I would say. Unless you specifically needed something, or else you're basically guaranteed to lose. If you were facing something that was super consistent, you would maybe mulligan a couple times to see that. Ooh, a Sunken Citadel. Huh. Interesting. Well, I'll choose red for the second Sunken. I like it. Just because we're going to get to 7 on turn 4. If I get an Archdruid's Charm, I don't technically need it. But what will they play with green? That's the question. Okay, bunch of Scrabbling Claws. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, I certainly feel good about our chances here. It's probably one of the worst type of openings for the opponent. Making a bunch of treasures, though, would be good. With the Scrabbling Claws, they can split both of those. So if they play Magda, the Horde Master, they would activate one Scrabbling Claws on their turn to make a treasure. And then on my turn, they'd activate the other one. Because Magda makes a treasure once a turn. It can trigger once a turn. That would be pretty good. Potentially, but they still don't have it. And now they might just quit. I don't imagine they're going to be doing anything super scary. Gain a bunch of life, have... Oh, another 100%. The second Vaultborn. I think we talked about Vaultborn Tyrant enough that the algorithm is just giving it to me. That's definitely what I'm playing. Yeah. Unlicensed hearse. I don't care too much about that. We're really looking to draw into Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Finish him off 100%. Absolutely finish him off. And it is also nice to persevere without Kiora. Potentially the best extra thing, you could say. Sometimes better than Clifftop Lookout, which grabs the land off the top, the one closest to the top. Puts it on the battlefield, but Kiora with the draw, untapping a tap Sunken. Ooh, there's something to be said about that. Definitely Commercial District. See if we have Ghalta on top, and well, we don't need a forest. Not at all. No way. Of course, Archdruid's Charm could grab Ghalta Stampede Tyrant coming up here, and that's probably what I'll do. I don't think there's anything too scary that the opponent could do. It's just treasures, make some dragons, and yeah, okay. I guess that's Gruul Midrange. It certainly seemed like it was mono red, but still, I'll keep in Chandra's Defeat. I think it's more on the red side of things. They probably don't have too much for green. Maybe a light splash. I would be interested to see the opponent's list, which honestly, I think Arena should do that. When you finish the match, you see your opponent's list. Chances are you're never going to face your opponent again because it's all completely random. They should do that. Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, well, I'll take it. Chandra's Defeat, take out that one key early creature. 2 lands could be a little bit rough, but again, Commercial District with the Surveil gives us an extra chance to dig to the third one to get to Karn's. I'll take it. It could be worse. And again, Chandra's Defeat might just buy enough time. Don't need a Vaultborn Tyrant. It is a little bit sad sending it to the graveyard, but I got 3 more. It's not nothing. Legion Extruder, well, that could be slightly problematic. Also a new one from the big score. When it enters, deals 2 damage to any target. Pay 2, tap it, sacrifice it. Create a 3/3 colorless golem creature token. Huh. I think it lets you see the deck, only the cards that were revealed on Arena. If there's, for some reason, cards in the deck that you didn't see, it doesn't know about it. It just keeps track of everything that the game knows on your side. I'm pretty sure. Something like that. But if that actually is how it works, Nichols, 100%, I'd be interested in that. If only just to learn what an opponent is doing. I'm not black. What is this opponent on about? Now I really wish I could see what their deck did. Of course, I'll save Chandra's Defeat, and, well, sometimes there's a Vaultborn under a Vaultborn. Sadly, we drew another one. It's how she goes. How she goes. Get rid of a Karn Sylex. We have two of them. Yeah. Okay, no, I'll have to think about that one. Probably going to kill the Goblin token with Chandra's Defeat. Stop him from making a treasure next turn. Better than nothing. Hinging on the hope that I get 3 mana, which I would spend on Karns, and then I'd be kicking myself for, well, I could have played Chandra, but now I don't. Oh.
It's a trap!
That's what keeping that hand was, you know, a trap. And now there was a Vaultborn. There was 3 Vaultborns packaged together. Is there going to be 4? Because our chances may be no more if that is the case. Oh boy. Sure. Oh, it's kind of exciting. The statistical probability of having Vaultborn on top of Vaultborn on top of Vaultborn. Ooh. Oh boy. It's neat. They haven't played much. We are still at 15 for... Okay. Phew. My goodness, it took a little while there. Hopefully they don't have artifact destruction. They do, don't they? Huh. Okay, maybe they don't. At the very least, I smoke everything they have next turn. I don't imagine they can kill us, but they can activate Den of the Bugbear, which could be problematic. 4 damage there, plus the Construct 7, 8, 9. And Magda. And, okay, the Braid. Yeah, that will probably do it. Sadly. Yeah. There goes our chances and our hope. Well, if they didn't have a Braid, we might have had a fighting chance. But they had a Braid. And there's various ways for red, certainly, to take out artifacts. Maybe they didn't have to. If we had Kiora and then played again, like I mentioned, Karn Sylex, at least popping it for 1, taking out some of their stuff. Popping it for 2 would have been pretty darn good, though. Definitely.
Dang! Oh!
Okay. More aggressive stuff. That wasn't the craziest aggressive list, but still, you know, potentially pretty explosive. Just a bunch of kind of like a hodgepodge, I guess you could say. Certainly not a super specific mixture. Mono red again. I wonder if this opponent is going to be playing red with the Chandra avatar. You know what, if that's the case, okay, well, it's not red, it's Celestia Taxes. Oh, Greasefang. The Greasy Rat has returned for tonight, and they might be getting Greasefang turn 3, cheating out Parhelion 2 and attacking with, yeah, okay, well, there definitely wasn't anything we would ever do against Greasefang's nut draw. We were going second. That's doesn't matter what you do. You could have some removal for Greasefang, or you could start off with Artifact Exile. Yeah. Oh, okay. Nichols, I'm going to have to keep that in mind. Absolutely. Of course, I know Greasefang. Some of you may not, though. Greasefang At the beginning of combat on your turn, you return a vehicle they had discarded Parhelion 2 into the graveyard with Rafine's Informant's ability, Conniving. And yeah, boom. Turn 2, Parhelion in there. Greasefang turn 3, cheated out attack with a 5/5 and 2 angel tokens. And we don't beat that clock. Yeah. You're a standard player. Okay. It can be very fast, 100%. It is a small sample size. Absolutely. Permanent cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield, though. That completely stops Greasefang, 100%. So that is what we're doing. But again, you could have a pocket of facing aggressive decks 4, 5, 6 matches in a row. And standard, you know, I would imagine there's still pretty aggressive stuff. But there is also the slow stuff in Explorer. Happy Friday, yes. Squad Painter, cook them up. I'm hoping to cook opponents. I have cooked them a few times with Karn Sylex, so that's pretty nice. That hand, not so much. There isn't even a Castle Garenbrig or... Oh, well, there we go, the Soulless Jailer. Permanents in graveyards can't enter the battlefield. Boom. The vehicles simply can't enter the battlefield. That's what we're going to do, even though I do imagine the Soulless Jailer is going to get killed by, you know what, good old Fatal Push. You love... Oh, I appreciate it. I love absolutely playing Dinosaurs. If that wasn't clear already, it's the only thing I've played, other than April Fools. But, I don't know. I just always wanted to do a lot of one thing, and this is certainly meeting that. Do something that perhaps nobody else would have the willpower for. That doesn't mean it's good, necessarily, but I think it's fun, I enjoy it, and that's really what it's all about in life. You like what you're doing, and there you go. And hope they don't have a Fatal Push, at least for a couple turns. Would be nice if Soulless Jailer stuck around. Oh, look. Okay. I was a little bit scared. The first Thoughtseize of the night. My, oh my. It's coming at 33 minutes in. That's pretty late for the first Thoughtseize, so I'll take it. I'm going to play the other Soulless Jailer because, you know, they got removal. Big time. Archdruid's Charm is going to grab a Sunken, hopefully, but we're doing what we have to do to stop them doing what they want to do. Yeah. Pretty good. Also being 4 toughness. Rafine's... okay, never mind. Or she got 4. No, she doesn't. Never mind. Okay. Ooh, what's going on? I like it. I like this. Huh. But yeah, going back to the Dinosaurs comments. Oh, look, Fatal Push. That's not fun. At least they only had one. Phew. We chump, buy some time, it's pretty good. Essica's Chariot, not so much, making those cats, and it wasn't cheated out with Greasefang, so it stays on the battlefield. Painfully. Oh, I almost forgot to search for Sunken Citadel. That would have been a big time oopsie on my part. Major. Really need to start getting Vaultborn Tyrant down. Gain some life and then gain some more life when we play a second. It's good stuff. Real good stuff. Yeah. As long as Soulless Jailer sticks around, I think we got him. Could even double up next turn. Regisaur Alpha plus the Soulless Jailer. As long as I leave Stomping Ground untapped, using that as the red source for Regisaur. Bunch of bodies. Have another Jailer, possibly, but they're not killing the one I have out. And I certainly like 2 Vaultborn Tyrants. One is good, second one, amazing. If you're using Vaultborn Tyrant, use all 4. If you see one, you want to see a second. And what's the best way to see a second Vaultborn as often as possible having as many copies in as possible. I don't think they're going to block. It doesn't make sense. Maybe they don't want to take 6. Alright. Yeah, that's something. It's not a great idea because now I get a copy and I gain 6 life and I draw 2 cards and I took out 2 of their things. And they still can't get Esika's Chariot back. Yeah, that tends to do it. Alright, Soulless Jailer. Pretty fantastic. Also stops Arclight Phoenix. Speaking of your comment, wondering about is it Phoenix and Explorer? You don't really have to worry about Soulless Jailer because it's not a very common thing for people to use, but specifically against Arclight Phoenix, it stops them from coming out of the graveyard if you cast 3 instant or sorceries. Of course, the Jailer would be killed almost instantaneously. I don't imagine the Soulless Jailer would even live for an entire cycle, but you might get lucky. Could be nice. Pithing Needle also could be nice, which if we name a vehicle that Greasefang could cheat out, that vehicle can't be crewed because crewing a vehicle is an activated ability. Pithing Needle stops activated blah blah. I kind of want to keep it. 2 chances to see the second lands. No, let's not do it. Let's not be greedy once again. Okay, well, this is pretty good. Pretty good. T-Rex to the bottom. Again, I like the life gain of Vaultborn Tyrant, and we lose Sylvan Scrying. Painfully. Well, at least we still have Soulless Jailer, all 4 copies, because none of them are in my hand. Oh, that's like, well, it could be rough. Could be. The first turn 1 Thoughtseize of the night, I'll take it. Or the second. Oh, they're really mad. They're definitely mad.
But you can't do this to me.
You know how much I sacrificed?
But we did get Rockfall Vale. We will get to 3, so hopefully they don't have a third Thoughtseize. Oh, that would have been rough. We're getting to possibly 7. If we draw land that enters untapped, we would be able to play Vaultborn. Archdruid searching for and putting Castle Garenbrig onto the battlefield. I mean, that's going to be our best bet. We have to find something kind of quick, though, because the Graveyard Glutton is going to chip away pretty well. Pretty well. Okay, well. Do what we have to do. Cross the fingers, cross the claws, and hope for the best. Land untapped. You can do it. Forest, another Stomping Ground. Sylvan Scrying is nice. That could kill the opponent. If they don't kill me next turn, they might just die, because now we're able to make 8 next turn. This could be it. Even if they have a Thoughtseize, we still have a second Ghalta. Oh boy. Can they deal 16? I don't think so. 8, 9? 9 or 10 with Graveyard Glutton. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Maybe not fast enough. That's not going to do it. I'm about to gain a bunch of life and have a bunch of creatures on the battlefield. Keep in mind, the triggers from Vaultborn itself entering, plus the second copy of Ghalta, I get 2 draws, 2 more chances to find stuff to possibly put onto the battlefield here. And this is all it's going to take. You might be thinking you don't want all 4 copies. You want all 4 copies to do this. Potential clutch? Well, hey, I'll take another Carnage Tyrant. I'll take another 3 life. I'll take another card. And there we go. Maybe we saved ourselves. If they had Parhelion, it would have been pretty bad, but... Okay, they do. Right, Greasefang and... Good. No Greasefang. This is good. No more lands though. Please don't give me any more lands. I only have 20 in the deck. That's no fun. Well, they're not attacking with anything, so that's a positive. I don't think it makes sense. Maybe they will. I don't see why it would make sense. Huh. They're wondering about it. Thinking long and hard. Will they? Won't they? Oh, he's okay. Good stuff. Absolutely what we're looking for. Can't play anything else at the moment. Could play a Kiora if we draw. No, I trimmed Kiora. Yes. I don't know, maybe they'll quit here. At least it is a good lesson. All 4 Ghaltas. Maybe you have 1 or 2 you think, I don't want to see a second one. You want to see a second one. That wouldn't have happened without a second one. Extra life, extra cards, extra creatures on the battlefield. And when every creature in the deck is big and good and decently sized, it's always going to be a fantastic hit, unless, of course, it is a land and whatnot. But I appreciate it, yes, absolutely. I'm always happy to give suggestions, look up cards if you have an idea of an effect, something you want to elevate your deck. I've looked at, well, not all the cards, but I have a general idea of how to search for stuff pretty quick. And I've probably glossed over most stuff. It depends on the effect, but for some certain effects I've looked over every possible option for that. Yeah. The Great Henge is great. Honestly, I would like to use it, maybe a bit more. But keep in mind, when is the first turn I might possibly be casting the Great Henge with this list? Now, it's not a great fit. The first turn would be turn 5, after I play Carnage Tyrant on turn 4. Any other turn before that, I just don't have enough mana. Play the Great Henge for a bit, maybe I don't have enough to follow up and activate. Play another creature that turn. It's hard to say. Oh, absolutely. With Pugnacious Hammerskull, 6 power for 3, that's what you want. In something with a lower curve, it would be quite a bit better. Definitely keep up the... Okay, they've figured it out.
Ruthless aggression.
Ruthless hate. On the graveyard, at the very least. Soulless Jailer. Pretty cheap pickup, I have to imagine, but it's got big toughness for 4. It's any color. You can spend on it. It stops permanents from entering the battlefield from the graveyard, so it hurts, a decent list of decks. It might be something to try out. Hulking Raptor, yes, 100%. Hulking Raptor reducing the Great Henge by 5 with its power, plus adding 2 green. It is good. It is good. I could see myself throwing a single copy in. Yeah. Maybe I'll do that at some point. Resurrect the art for the Great Henge. It does make a pretty great thumbnail. I think I've done it probably 3 or 4 times over the years. I don't know. Might have to spice it up and make the thumbnail a little bit different. Sometimes that's difficult. Or just maintain the current style of thumbnail I'm doing with maybe some smoke. Myself pointing at the Great Henge with a dinosaur popping out. I'm pretty sure I did that the last time. But the opponent might not last with that hand, because we're looking at 7... Oh, what do we got? Azorius Control. With Stomping Ground. We have all the mana we need, hopefully. Even if they counter... Okay, what? Yeah, I'll take another... Never mind. It just got so good that I don't even need Sylvan Scrying. 5-color, 4-color Yorion something. What is that something? Well, we're about to find out. Definitely love Commercial District as the land. It was going to be Stomping Ground, so actually Karn Sylex could be quite helpful indeed. Tireless Provisioner. Huh. I think I remember reading about that. The name does sound familiar. This is going to be painful. 4-color, 5-color, Niv Mizzet, elementals, whatever you want to call it. We're going to have to deal as much pain as possible, which doesn't exactly happen this turn. Could happen next turn. And, well, we did get quite flooded continually. That's how it goes. Again, if you're new, you might not expect this to happen as often as it does, but you're able to make 8 mana, and then you don't want to see any more lands, any more ramping stuff. Usually you're not spending the extra 1 or 2 mana if you do get more lands, and sometimes it does feel kind of bad once in a while. Oh, yes. Oh, well, speaking of lands, I mean, kill them all? Tap 4? That's what we're doing. Slow them down a wee bit. I like that instead, actually. Hopefully that buys us a bit of time. I have to imagine it will. Oh, more lands. Wow. That's never happened before. Gee, I wonder if they're going to cast Leyline Binding with that Plains and get rid of Ghalta. It didn't pause at all, which I think is very positive. Positive. But, okay. Guess they probably have a sweeper of some sort. They could cast just about anything with Nissa, Resurgent Animist. Quite similar to the Lotus Cobra. Whenever a land enters, they make mana, and yeah, definitely. You need a lot of mana for Lumra. We've seen this before. Not that bad. Hopefully I draw something that isn't a land. Lumra is getting quite big. I don't like that. Yeah, bunch of lands entered the battlefield. And you're making a bunch of mana. Lumra, Bellow of the Woods. New one from Bloomburrow. Power and toughness each equal to the number of lands you control. When it enters mill forward, then return all lands from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. And, okay, yeah. Bounce at the end of your turn. Hopefully they don't have anything with instant speed. Okay, yeah, this, well, we'll see. Shenanigans, that's for sure. I don't think they would have anything super painful at instant speed, but you never know. I have to imagine that's probably part of the package. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh. 3 Ghaltas, no other creature. How many big creatures are in here? Lord Windgrace. That would be pretty good. I was thinking of using Lord Windgrace, I don't even want to attack with anybody. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But yeah, I have Lord Windgrace, whatchamacallit. The non-Planeswalker version. Seems pretty good. But I've never used the Planeswalker, though. I wondered about it. Maybe I'll use it one day. This is a very painful, unfortunate moment, and Lumra, Bellow of the Woods. Having Vigilance makes things even more painful. Our only saving grace would be Vaultborn Tyrant, possibly. And we'll see what happens. Vaultborn put onto the battle. Okay, well, Tyrranax Rex is... At least it's something. It's not nothing. Really doesn't matter at this point. Vaultborn. Commander Crane, I can hardly bear this nonsense. This landfall nonsense. But you know something that stops permanence. Yeah, I wondered about this. I've seen it before. Some of you guys may have been witness to World Souls Rage from Murders at Karlov Manor. X and Red and a Green. They sunk enough into X to kill us on the spot. Target, boom. But yes, Soulless Jailer. Permanent cards. Lands are permanents in graveyards. Can't enter the battlefield. Boom. Oh, shucks. You're not bringing it back. But they're likely going to temporarily exile it. Or kill it. That's what we're doing. Karn Sylex kinda could help a bit. But I'd prefer they don't get stuff back. Yeah, that's what we're aiming for. I can bear tons of matches though. Again, you gotta have a pretty thick skin, especially when you're playing against some painful stuff multiple times in a row. Well, there it is. Big time, sunken into Stomping Ground 100% with that Sylvan, getting us to Castle Garenbrig and Kiora. And 7, possibly 8 on turn 4. If we draw a land that enters untapped. That could work, but of course I do imagine Leyline Binding would probably exile Kiora. We might get fortunate. Oh, drawing a Castle Garenbrig, that is even better. So, you know what we do? We don't grab a Sunken. Rockfall Vale. Let's do that. Kiora turns 1 Sunken into 2. We don't need another one, I hope. Crossing my fingers. At the very least, they don't have a ton of different stuff. Port of Carfell. Huh. Interesting. Alright, with that Castle Garenbrig, they could be mostly dead next turn, as we're able to make 8 mana, turn 4. There you go. Boom. Plus we get the draw trigger from Kiora with the Ghalta, possibly getting something that gives... Oh, okay. Well, they knew what I was going to do. Commander Crane, I guess the opponent could not bear to continue with this game and chose to go to game 3. Whoopee. But that's the kind of thing that can happen. There you go. It's pretty deadly. Of course, some of you guys may be asking yourselves, it's not that consistent. I think it is. You just, you got to get a big sample size. Dinosaurs better than bears. Well, we'll see. That hand, though, seems good. Sylvan on turn 2 for Sunken. Not the best thing in the world. Of course, it's nice if Sunken Citadel can be the first or the second land. Then you play Castle Garenbrig on turn 3, having a Sunken out already. Archdruid searches for and puts a second Sunken on the battlefield, which Sylvan Scrying I don't know, we'll see. Bear Force 1, I think I do remember that. We have a forest. Sylvan Scrying doesn't need to grab Sunken. Rockfall Vale it is. We're going to make 7. I would imagine we're on track to make 7. Yeah, I like this. All right. Let's go. Let's get a Vaultborn Tyrant, hopefully. Maybe needs a little bit more tweaking. Bear Force 1. There's a lot of crazy stuff out there. And sometimes with those crazy decks, it does take perhaps quite a while to get a camera quality episode or some camera quality moments. Sometimes that's what I've heard. You know, you want to feature some close games. You're playing for 3 hours just to get something that is worth showing, and it doesn't happen. Is it going to happen for this opponent? Well, we'll see. They haven't had the most explosive start, and they can't destroy a land at the moment, which I feel pretty good about. Vaultborn Tyrant, you can do it. Ooh, that's not a Vaultborn Tyrant. Do I want to play Palani's Hatcher? You know what? We're going aggressive. We're going aggressive. I do love Goreclaw as well. Surak and Goreclaw, the combination from March of the Machine. That's probably my, I guess, favorite version of Goreclaw. Yeah. I don't know. Both Goreclaws are good. We saw what Lumra did. Will they mostly kill us this turn? Possibly. Possibly. The basic one. Okay. Definitely. Goreclaw, Terror of Calcisma. 3 in a green. Creature spells you play cost 2 less if they have 4 power, and then whenever Goreclaw, Terror of Calcisma attacks, creatures you control get +1/+1 and trample. It's pretty nice. No? It's pretty cool. 100%. It's an uncommon. It was actually a rare in M19 when it was released, and well, it was still cheap, but yeah, I like it. Painful. Omnath, also painful-ish. Forget Ghalta. It's all over. That's not Ghalta, unfortunately, but we want Palani's Hatcher. We want maximum dinosaur egg cracking potential. We're going big. We're going wide. That's what it's all about. 2 Palani's, 2 triggers. Play another Palani's Hatcher next turn. I don't remember a scenario quite like this happening. I don't care who blocks. I imagine at least one Palani's Hatcher is still going to stick around. Again, I feel it's about doing as much damage as possible. It would help Marauding Raptor 100%. Marauding, well, it doesn't always have trample. Sometimes pinging 2, 3 dinosaurs. Let's say Marauding Raptor pings 4 dinosaurs. It's getting 8 temporary power at 10-3. It would be nice if that had trample. Definitely. Okay, well, that's just how it goes. Sometimes you just lose. Thought maybe we had a chance, but well, not much of a chance. Not much. We'll move on to the next one. At least I did my thing. Yeah, Raptor would get big. Although Marauding Raptor, painfully, keep in mind, it does take out those dinosaur tokens, being 1 toughness, and I don't know. I never really liked that. If you have 1 marauding out, you can't put a second one out with the batch of Ghalta's stuff. Also sometimes kind of painful. Could be good, could be bad. If it had trample more easily, and you can certainly make that happen, it would definitely do it. F. Yes, definitely F. They should have a crying emoji. Add emotes. Where's the crying one? There. This hand, though, that's not going to get us there. That will. Well, how about that? Send Sylvan to the bottom, I think. Yeah. Oh, well, good. I mean, I can have 2 untapped on turn 2 with the Stomping Ground. Oh, Rakdos Lizards, possibly. Rakdos aggro. Hard to say, but we're going to be dropping Vaultborn Tyrant. It looks like that on turn 4. Oh, Mardu. What is Mardu doing? The name for that color combination, black, red, and white. Well, now they will just be dead. If they don't kill us, we kill them. 8 mana, turn 4. How about that? Of course, I do wish this happened all the time, but that's just not the case. If it happened way more often, way more people would be playing this, but there. They just lose. They just lose.
You have no power here.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Had to happen at least once tonight. Poof. It does. Of course, I think all of us are asking what this opponent is trying to do. Oh, do you have removal? Do you think removing Ghalta is going to save you? It doesn't. The ability still happens. And they still are smoked. Look at them. It's always interesting seeing the opponent mouse over the lands. Wonder, hey, how did my opponent drop that? 5 lands, but 8 mana. On turn 4. I don't know how much damage it is, but it's going to be big. And again, in these moments, I love to send the dinosaur egg in to send a message. Watch out. That's the message it's sending. 41. Okay, but we didn't get much information. I'm not going to spend time and give the opponent a chance to gain information when I can kill him. You have a chance to kill, you kill. Don't mess around. So at least for me, that's what I do. But what might they be doing? I don't know. It could be anything. Mardu, black, red, and white is certainly not a very common color combination to face. I have to imagine Karn Sylex probably would be pretty helpful. They might be cheating stuff out with Soulless Jailer, which could help, but we don't know if that's going to happen. So I know, I gotta say, it was nice of them to take the hit. Maybe they were so stunned they couldn't even get to the concede button. They might be conceding with this hand that I'm keeping, but they were stunned. They were like, whoa, I've never seen this before, and I'm just going to let it happen. And they let it happen. Yes, that is a good point. There is always the possibility of Settle the Wreckage. It does require 2 white, so would it happen? Oh, hard to say. Definitely Sylvan Scrying, though. I really could have had that forest enter. Wouldn't have had to pay 2, but yeah, this is good. Hopefully they don't. Okay, yeah, that's not too worried about that. They sack it, draw a card, treasures. Yeah, it's pretty good. And now again, I get to make 8 on turn 4. If they don't kill Kiora, they're dead again. 8, turn 4. 2 games in a row. That's pretty consistent. Maybe. We'll find out. Mardu Sacrifice. Yes, it does look pretty cool. Don't have removal for Kiora. Don't do it. Don't do it. At the very least, I'm able to make 6. Oh, Goldspan Dragon. Okay. Oh, 6. Oh. Oh, what are they doing? They must have removal for Kiora. Okay, yeah. 10. That's not lethal. They got something up their sleeve. They must. They must. Okay. Huh. Maybe you jinxed it, saying Mardu Sacrifice looks cool. Mardu Sacrifice Fling. I never would have guessed that is how they would have done their thing. Yeah, Commander Crane. Did you guess that? I don't think so. We'll go over it a little bit. So, Goldspan Dragon, when it attacks or becomes the target of a spell, they make a treasure. So it became a target of a spell with Invigorated Rampage, and it attacked to make a treasure. They had 4 total mana because treasures they control tap for 2, and then it got +4/+0, getting to 10 power. They hit for 10. Kazul's Fury, it's a total of 20. Yeah. That had to be the perfect hand, absolutely. That's got to be the nuttiest of nut draws. You would have to think. Huh. That takes a lot to do that. When you see something take a lot of stuff, don't feel too bad, because it might not happen much again. Is there anything I want to do? Well, Chandra's defeat would kill the Goldspan Dragon, so I say that's what we do. Karn Sylex not doing too much to help. If they're doing stuff kind of at instant speed, boom. Goldspan dead. Done. Smoke them. That was pretty good. And the fling effects, if they're instant speed fling effects, pretty nice. If the opponent tries to kill your creature, you could respond with the fling effect, gain value from it, and then they have 1 less piece of removal. So that hand, well, we would be removing our chances. Also with that hand, removing our chances. Yeah, it's a lot of good advantage. That is going to be the keeper. 100%. I don't want to mulligan another time, but they got flying stuff. I don't imagine Regisaur or Palani's Hatcher is going to do too much to help. I'll take another commercial district. Now we have 3 plus Sylvan grabbing that Castle Garenbrig or the Sunken if commercial. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Sylvan Scrying gone 100%, and you have to imagine if they're in black, partly in black, they're going to have a Thoughtseize. I don't need a Regisaur Alpha at this point. I need more lands or something that grabs land, which is 8 things. 4 Sylvan, 4 Archdruid's Charm. Okay, well, oh boy. Man, 2 Thoughtseizes, that's not fun. Fling in standard, yes. Very, very painful. I do hope we get Castle Garenbrig next turn. We could play Carnage Tyrant, which hopefully would buy us some time. Ooh, a Vaultborn? Well, it's alright. I guess they're never playing the Goldspan. As long as I have Chandra's Defeat. They might have it in hand and they can see I have Chandra's Defeat and they're waiting for me to use it. I haven't taken too much. 14 is still pretty healthy, so okay, a double. This is good. I might be able to surprise them. Minsk and Boo. It is a pretty cool card. I always liked it. Oh, sure. Okay. I don't know. I'm honestly taking suggestions for what you guys want to call this deck. Now they're playing Showdown of the Scalds. I guess we'll go with Mardu Sacrifice, but well, we'll try and get rid of that Goldspan. See what happens. Protect it. Oh, look, I got another. Oh, never mind. Well, now we wait. Wait till they cast the protection thing. There we go. Okay, now we can go with Chandra's Defeat. This takes a while. Hopefully this works. Phew. Oh my goodness. Hopefully we can get Castle Garenbrig, maybe? Huh. The best dinosaur commander for Brawl. Hard to say. I don't play Brawl too much, but yeah. I do like Kiora. Hopefully we don't die next turn. Crossing my fingers. Gishath. I hear Pantlaza. Okay, never mind. That's good. Are we dead? They don't have a man land, which is alright by me. Ooh. Okay. Well, that, I guess that does it. Yeah, no Castle Garenbrig. No Castle Garenbrig. Well, we do have Palani's Hatcher, which is 3 blockers. Technically, that could help a bit. Power up the egg that I won't crack. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. Don't have targeted damage. Oh boy. Okay. We're not dead yet. No, we are dead. We are dead. They fling a greedy freebooter, and they greedily get the win. Nuts. That's how she goes. Yeah. The darn Kazul's Fury. Kind of close-ish. It would have been cool to pull that off for sure. There was a chance. That's how it goes. Brawl, though. You know what? I say we diverge a little bit. I don't feel bad. Well, I feel a touch bad with how things went. But we'll go to Brawl. Right here, right now, if you've added me, good. I think I have a Brawl deck. I should probably look. Might have deleted it. Okay, no, I have a Brawl deck. Okay, I'll stick with that. We'll jump right into it. Right now, here, if you want to face me in Brawl, send a challenge match. Firing up PC. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. If you're wondering what my name is, if you want to add me, Tarzan number 09874. I'll leave that up for people to add, people to start the match, and I'm going to go make another coffee or get a drink of something, and I'll be right back. All right, what I miss? Pepsi Zero. On sale right now at Walmart. 2 for $4. You can't beat it for 2 liters. Well, that's good. 4 liters if you add it up. But yes, if anybody is joining right now or wondering what this is, we're waiting. Brawl. If you play Brawl, let's fight. Let's have a brawl. And well, we'll see if I can do some devastating stuff. Yeah, I should try out Pantlaza though. Okay, actually I'll open the deck as we wait for the first opponent. I guess I could play another game. You know what, I could jump into a Brawl game and then always be brawling, yeah. I'll start talking about the cards in my Brawl deck, which I think somebody, I forget, it's been a while, suggested it. I tweaked it slightly, but my chosen commander, one of my favorite cards, Xenagos, God of Revels, playing the big dinosaurs, doubling them, giving them haste, lovely stuff. PC is ready. Okay, I'm ready whenever you're ready. Oh, well, I do have to imagine the update would take a while. Cards excited about Duskmourn. The Screaming Nemesis, the lovely life gain hate, tune red, whenever it's dealt damage, deal damage to any target, and if a player is dealt damage this way, they can't gain life for the rest of the game. That is definitely what I'm looking for. You have a soldier Brawl deck. Okay. Well, you do have a Brawl deck, so if you choose to do so, you could face this, and I certainly love 60 card formats, or 75. The consistency of achieving your game plan and seeing your favorite stuff more often. Just the consistency, really, that's what I love. Yes, it is a very massive update. I do believe they have to add in all the assets for Duskmourn coming in about a week. We'll actually look in the store for a second here, but I'll face a bunch of you if you want in Brawl right now. Maybe at least 1 or 2 matches. But yeah, they had all these different things you can buy new. Oh, the Foundation deck. They have new Foundation decks, actually. I should look at this. Or maybe this is old. I think those are... Oh no, they might be different ones. Hard to say. There was the Dinosaur Foundation deck that people could buy from the store, but it didn't show up for me because I had every single card in the deck. Makes sense if this is the only thing you play, and that was pretty cool to not see it, knowing that I had everything. A lot of sleeves too. Of course, I have my favorite sleeve. I don't think anything is ever going to top sleeves. Where's sleeves? Card sleeves. Let me scroll a second. I actually do have quite a few cool ones. Once we get to it. Dinosaurs ruled the earth. Never going to be topped. I could also use some other dinosaur one. I got a lot of them from Jurassic Park there, which is, I don't know, Samuel L. Jackson. That would be a good one. I've never seen anybody use it, so I'm actually kind of tempted to do that. I don't know. Maybe I should spice it up. It's hard to choose. He's kind of like, hey, wait, I bet you've never seen what this dinosaur deck can do. You've never seen this ruthless aggression. A Sarinth Brawl deck, and okay, hey, I will face anything in Brawl, even though Mill with Brutaclad, I believe. Brutaclad it is. Yeah, we'll set that as the default sleeve. Brutaclad, whatchamacallit. Whenever you mill cards, you mill double of that. Painful. The magic sleeve with wear, absolutely. When I started back in 2007, 2008, playing with 8th edition, old, I started just before the original Kamigawa. Yeah, playing on the high school floor, cards getting dirty, scratched up. Nothing was very expensive, but Bruvac, yes, Bruvac. I don't know. I'm going to try one of those dinosaur commanders at some point for sure, but I couldn't get away from whatchamacallit. A Xenagos. Name was on the tip of my tongue. Stampeding Saro. Oh, I think so. I kind of remember it. The most thing that, well, it sticks in my mind. It was infinite squirrel tokens, Earthbind. Infinite squirrels, for anybody that knows that. You could tap, untap. They made infinite squirrels by tapping and untapping something. Whenever a creature enters, you untap a land, and I don't know. I didn't like it. Wasn't fun. But yeah, if somebody else wants to join before Scorpion, yeah, definitely up to do that. Squirrel Nest combo, I think that might be it. And it was something involving Earthbind. I don't know, it was very painful. That was my first introduction to some sort of combo. That's pretty good. You don't have a single Brawl deck. Okay, nope, that's fine. Of course, I don't often do Brawl, so it would be hard to prepare for something that is not super common, but you know, having it in your back pocket could be good for whenever I do this. But still, my absolute favorite thing is 100% the best of 3 Explorer. Actually, I think they have basic Brawl decks. I'm pretty sure. They might give free ones. It looks like I have free ones, but I think I have to, yeah, you have to redeem wildcards for them to use. You might think I would have tons of room only playing one deck, but, well, it's always full. Big time. Yeah. Actually, we'll go back to that. All decks. A lot of old stuff. I actually have started to trim some of the old stuff. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I have to imagine it would be rough. I think for the most part, if you play Brawl, that's probably your favorite thing. You don't go in between the formats. I have to imagine people stick to one type of environment. Brawl, Singleton, playing all kinds of different stuff. 60 card. Everything is competitive, but a little more competitive. Competitive in a different way. Best of 3 with the sideboard, what people think as tournament, pioneer, whatever you want to call it. Traxos, ooh. I remembered that name. Actually, let's see what the oldest deck I have is. Technically, I do believe it is this budget dinos list that I made. Well, it would be a long time ago. How old would this be? Probably about four-ish years or so. I haven't given up with Age of Empires, no. There's just not a lot of time, and with this being my favorite thing to do, I just want to play it as much as possible. Make the thumbnail. Sometimes I sit down half an hour before I start the stream, and in that half hour I make the thumbnail, schedule it, 10-15 minutes out and fire it up. Then after it ends, I add the chapters in and maybe watch some carpentry videos or something like that. But yes, absolutely. Incubation, incongruity, lovely stuff, especially because incubation, you don't have to spend the blue. It could just be that green, you get the choice. But looking at the top 5, you may reveal a creature from among them, put it into your hand. If you have it spread out with not just super focused on dinos, the Llanowar Elf, the Reckless Stormseeker as well, I could see incubation being pretty decent, especially if you can grab Llanowar Elves. That's basically a land there. It ramps you eventually, so it would be pretty nice. But I don't have any early creatures with this list that would add mana. Drover of the Mighty, Marauding Raptor, Otepic Huntmaster, all of that stuff. I don't know. Something to think about. Yeah. And the Exile as well. For 3, boom. You just get rid of any creature at instant speed. They get a 3/3 green frog lizard, but that's probably a lot less scary than what you got rid of. I take that in a lot of situations. Most situations. Yeah. Yeah, if you have a Brawl deck, you want to warm up before Scorpion faces me, I'll talk about anything dinosaur related, magic related, as we wait. Any card options, things you want to see. Charging Monstrosaur sadly has been outclassed with the new boar from Bloomborough. I haven't played Arc, no. Where is it? Quake Tusk Boar. I should try out Arc at some point. Maybe. I'll think about it. Anything with dinosaurs does get my interest a little bit, but investing time into that. I'd lose a day getting it around. I don't know. I miss this too much when I don't even do it for one night. It feels like it's been multiple days whenever I skip a night, which is pretty crazy. Yeah. I mean, I've looked at Arc over the years. You guys have been suggesting Arc for years, which is pretty cool to say. Crazy to say. I think I would get hooked. I don't know. It would take a miracle to hook me as good as Magic the Gathering. Pull me away sort of in a even time, maybe splitting it between this. Raging Swordtooth. 100%. I mean, it is a little bit sad that our lovely Charging Monster Sword got outclassed by this. A very nice thing. Budget for new players, but go to Raging Swordtooth. Lovely Raging Swordtooth. Minecraft plus dinosaurs with insane graphics. I do have a good enough computer to probably maintain those graphics, I would think. I like when people are nice. I mean, maybe people are having a bad day and sometimes that trickles out into life and their interactions, so sometimes understandable. But you still always have a choice. Be nice or be not nice. And I think life will work out better if you be nice. You don't want to be walked all over, but a private server, I would imagine. Minecraft, whenever I do play Minecraft, it's just myself. Vanilla, no mods. Something very different from this. It's nice to have something to relax with, for sure. Yeah, that would be rough. Probably getting your foothold against other people that have been playing. It's nice to start off fresh, see what everybody can do. Kind of like a battle royale, I guess. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of the game Fortnite. Fortnite. I hear some kids play this Fortnite game, and they go around with guns or something. I guess it's a little popular. A monstrosity, huh? Maybe Fortnite is more popular than I thought. That's a joke for anybody that's wondering if you're... I know what Fortnite is. Punch-Out, huh? Punch-Out is good. Tecmo Bowl. Actually, Wii Bowling... many of you guys don't know this, but I fire up the original Wii and I play Wii Bowling most nights after I'm done the stream to sit back and relax. Man, that is like the ultimate game. Or Wii Golf. Sometimes it's Wii Golf, but I hate it with a passion. Yeah. Some battle royales I kind of like, but for the most part, just shooters. That's pretty good. Call of Duty, Halo. I love to play Halo. I love to snipe and camp. I think it's kind of fun. With the first shot, they kind of know where you are, but you stay in that position and you know they know where you are, so you kind of use that as a mind game and you lay the claymores and all that good stuff and poof. Foxhole. I think I've heard of Foxhole before. Yeah. It is interesting. You get the feel or the touch or whatever. Maybe it is because you get taller. You can't quite connect with the Wii receiver, and it is certainly a little bit glitchy for sure. The first gen of that sort of game. Yeah. Wii Tennis, Mario Tennis, just the Wii Sports in general. That was basically all you needed. You really didn't have to buy other games because that would entertain everybody for hours and hours. Yeah. That is the thing too, getting another console, this, and playing Arena on my phone. I honestly don't need anything else. Although there are some games that are fun. I don't even have the time or really the desire to look at some of the new stuff because I only play one thing, which I think is I don't know, it's a benefit to want to play one thing so much. Don't have to worry, oh, try this, try that. I buy a game and I'm going to try it later, and then you never try it and it collects dust and you spent money on it. That can feel bad for sure. N64. I did have an N64. I bought one for a few months and then I sold it for money because I needed it at the time, and well, I just wasn't using it a whole lot. But man, the N64, that was good. I wore out the joystick on the N64 controller because I played it straight all the time for months. The joystick became dust, basically disintegrated, which is pretty crazy stuff. GoldenEye, oh, I was pretty good at GoldenEye. I never used Odd Job. I never cheated and used Odd Job. Yeah. It was always just the AK-47 backup, spray and pray, and it seemed to do pretty decent. Try and aim as best you can, but I know that the AK, that was where it was at. Big time. Yeah, definitely. Well, it would be good to play again. It'd be kind of cool to just easily re-release GoldenEye. They might have done that for the Switch. I'm pretty sure they did it. You can download it. I'm pretty sure it's a digital version now. But that would be something to do as well. Oh, it's so realistic, amazing graphics, force feedback in some cases. If you had the Rumble Pack on your N64 controller, that was pretty cool. It's like the game of games. Man. I don't know. They should just redo it completely, but current graphics, maybe add in some other features and whatnot, but why don't they do that? How many people would buy GoldenEye Remastered? But perhaps you play it for the nostalgia for those original graphics and new current gen realistic stuff. Maybe it wouldn't have the same feel. Well, I don't know. Hard to say. I never had a PlayStation. It was always N64, the GameCube, Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon XD. Yeah, it was a good time. Pokemon Stadium though, and Pokemon Stadium 2, really, that is the best one with the minigames. Oh, that would be pretty sweet if somehow we could play the Pokemon Stadium minigames. That was the best at the Chansey egg drop one. Oh, Commander Crane, you mentioned Star Fox. Have I ever played Star Fox? Yes. Yes, indeed. That was probably my favorite N64 game. It's hard to say. That and Super Smash Brothers. But I played Star Fox, the one for the GameCube, which the name escapes me. But the multiplayer for the Star Fox for the GameCube, that was pretty darn fantastic. But yes, oh my goodness, excuse me. I've played Star Fox before. Oh man, it's so good. I played a lot of stuff. That's basically all I did. I never really went out. Never really had much desire to do so. No Man's Sky. I know No Man's Sky. It's gotten a lot better. Of course, there was the classic release of No Man's Sky. They promised all this stuff. When it came out, it was terrible. And somehow, through some twist of fate, recovered to be a pretty fantastic game nowadays. Some say, I've read articles stating that No Man's Sky is the best recovery in video game history, and I think that definitely could be true. Pokemon Stadium 1, okay. I don't know, I think if I had to choose, it might be Pokemon Stadium 2, just because it had a bit of extra stuff. Okay, alright. Bathroom break, and then we'll get into the deadly action. Yeah, man. I think a lot of people read about No Man's Sky when that came out. The CEO, whatever, went crazy or something. Pretty sure that was a thing too. I don't know. You pour a lot into it and then everything crashes and burns. Maybe there's a lot of stress. Shareholders or something. Somebody, multiple people are pushing you to get it out the door, and there you go. Maybe money's run out. So you have to release it and it bombs. Then you wonder how you're going to pay the bills and continue to support the game. Huh. Crazy. Perfect Dark, yes. Perfect Dark was pretty good. Actually, no. I think my favorite game, Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer.
It's a trap!
Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer for the N64. Oh, man. Just come, re-release all these games. Come on. That is a license to print money, I guarantee you. Yes, Scorpion. I was about to say that. Two people knew they were in the same spot. They should have been able to see each other, but they weren't. That sealed the deal, I think. Yeah, OG Smash was a blast. Okay, I see you're ready to go. I'll wait for you to start the match, Scorpion there. We'll get fired up. Battlefront. Nichols. You mentioned Battlefront. Oh, man, that is the multiplayer for Battlefront. Lovely stuff. If you can tell, I've played a lot of different things. Yeah, no, I never went out. It was Battlefront, Smash Brothers, Star Fox. Yeah, I don't know. The list goes on. I'm going to continue to forget stuff, but the list is long. Yeah, I think a lot of people probably took out those Wookiees. Trying to remember the fun stuff I did. It's been a long time since I've played Battlefront. A lot of that stuff. Custom Robo. If any of you guys played on the GameCube, you might have played Custom Robo. Actually, I should look it up here. I'll put a link in the chat in a second. But you got to check out Custom Robo. Big time. I know a lot of this isn't talk about dinosaurs, but keep in mind this is RF Games, and even though I do love to play one thing, it could be many things. Chibi Robo, huh. Battlefront 3 too. Okay, you ready? Copy the link. Link copied. Okay. That's Custom Robo. Brawl. Here we come. Challenge match. Friendly ball. Okay, that looks good. All right. Getting into it. Dinosaur combat, huh? That does sound pretty good. Probably would be pretty crazy. Turok for the N64. Maybe you could use dinosaurs for that. It feels like it might have been Turok. Maybe. Huh. I have to imagine this hand is pretty good. That's alright. If you want a screen peek, like everybody did on the N64. I never screen peeked, I swear. I never did it, but my brothers, they definitely did. That was not fun. No screen peeking allowed, but if you do, we're having a good time. Oh my, excuse me. Oh boy, oh boy. Certainly Sheltered Thicket to start. It always enters tapped, and next turn we'll go with Thunderherd Migration. At the very least, we're getting to Ripjaw Raptor, turn 4. Oh, well, never mind. We're going with Marauding Raptor. That completely changed things. And only having one copy of Marauding in a 100 card deck. Very, very nice to see. It did. I did see some people, just to combat the screen peaking, they would kind of divide an actual TV screen into 4. They would extend it with partitions of cardboard, and then everybody would sit in different corners, and it was pretty interesting. Or you would just connect 4 different TVs depending on the system. Able to do that. Pretty nice. Kind of like Clothis. Kind of like Ronus as well. Ronus will be able to attack and block. Death Touch and Indestructible means Inscription of Abundance. We can take out that Pugnacious Hammerskull, which I think we'll definitely be doing. Just get rid of Pugnacious at this point. If Ronus the Indomitable wasn't a creature, we still could... Well, it can't attack or block. It's always a creature. If it couldn't attack or block, we still could have fought the Pugnacious Hammerskull and then continued to keep up the aggression. Kebby G, how's it going? Long time no see. You missed the fantastic little chat. Well, we're still chatting about different games, but different stuff, different games. Brawl. It has been a long time, for sure. Maybe I'll do it a little bit more often. We'll see, but hopefully it's nothing super explosive. Gishath coming out next turn. What's the best bet? Ronus to make Marauding Raptor a little bit bigger. Ramp of some kind probably is going to be it, but it's hard to say. Gishath is going to be problematic. Xenagos wouldn't be a creature. If it entered, I wouldn't have enough devotion to do so. I say we go Harmonize, draw a bunch of cards, hope for the best. Get some lands, maybe play a Tally, Primal Conqueror next turn. If we're not just dead to Gishath, that certainly could be a possibility. I say we wait. We have enough that we could potentially tank Gishath, and it's not going to deal any damage to us. Spyro is great, yes. Yes, we are playing Brawl, Kebby G. If you want to face me, Kebby, you can, you can do so. At least Gishath didn't drop yet. It's a little bit unfortunate I can't block with Ronus, but oh, okay. I like the looks of this. Quite a bit to Tally coming up. Definitely Grook's Uprising. I like drawing cards, and well, I say we just go with Samet. We're not going to play the Polyraptor. We don't have a way to turn off Marauding Raptor. It would go into an infinite loop, unfortunately. I say Samet. Oh, you don't play Raw. Okay, no, perfectly all right. Again, they will continue to mostly be my favorite. Explore Best of 3 or Pioneer on Magic the Gathering Online. I know you play that quite a bit. Kebby doing different lists, 5-0 lists that are, spicy. People have trophied with it, and anything can trophy. Samet, I say. Actually, you know what? Let's take it all. I might like the card draw from Samet. 4 damage would still... Oh, okay, that doesn't.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
But for me. That's what I should get to say. Call an ambulance for me, because I'm going to need it. We're still alive. I don't imagine a Tally Primal Conqueror is going to do it, but yes, that is Leaf Glider. Now I'm calling it Glider. It is a card. It is a card. We'll see what we get with this. I don't think it's going to save us too much, but you never know. Maybe. Domri's Ambush, fighting. I like fighting on somebody with Death Touch. Okay, and then Bronus, take out Bonehorde Dracosaur. Good, good. That's actually pretty helpful. Huh. Who'd have thought? Might as well go with Commune. Can I save myself next turn with the creatures I have out? Possibly. Yeah, huh. A tally to get 2 pieces of removal. I'll take it any day. I haven't done the math yet. Replaying Gishath. It's Brawl. You can tell how often I play Brawl. Yeah. 10. 10 there? 5, 6, 7. I think that's 10. Yep. Okay. Okay. That's how she goes. 14. I mean, we're not quite dead. Atali Primal Conqueror could block. Ronus the Indomitable is a creature, which is quite nice. Fog. Fog would be good. I would like a good fog right about now. Let's see. We just barely survive. I want to preserve Atali Primal Conqueror to flip it, but I have to imagine I'm not going to flip it. I'm actually going to be spending on other stuff. Block Itzquint for sure. Actually, you know what? Samut blocks Itzquint because Samut has first strike. Belligerent Yearling at the moment only has 2 toughness, so wow, we wouldn't go down. It's good. Should be good. Very excited about Duskmourn. There's going to be a lot of stuff. I think Duskmourn as a set overall is going to change quite a bit. Big time. I wish Tailswipe said choose target creature and you can have it fight your own creature, and then we could stop the Polyraptor combo, which we're definitely not doing, but we're definitely playing Xenagos, which is now a creature. Also drawing a card from Grook's Uprising. Maybe we can make something happen. Godzilla King of Monsters. You know what's good when people are powerful. I like that. Marauding Raptor getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And we'll make Ronus bigger. Should I attack? Well, probably not. Perhaps. I have to imagine I need everybody to block to live. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I'm going to do it. I think I should be safe. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I don't know. Something feels good about Duskmourn overall. Lots of good stuff. It's going to perhaps create new archetypes with the one, the whatchamacallit, the creature that can, well, when it's tapped in the second main phase, you can put any permanent or any creature on the battlefield. Cheating out something is going to be nasty. Whether that particular card, which the name escapes me, if that finds a home in Greasefang, we'll see, which I did face the Greasy Rat today. Not the most fun in the world, but well, we're making something happen here. I do like a good Great Henge. Huh. And a Clothis. Just keep drawing cards. Make people bigger and bigger and bigger. Marauding doesn't get bigger because Clothis isn't a dinosaur, unfortunately. And the good old tail swipe. Yeah, let's make Ronus bigger. Take out Hulking Raptor. We have enough for the ward with the Great Henge. Should be good. Ronus Indestructible gets a little bit bigger for the eventual attack, the onslaught. Go big, go home. All right. As some of the Duskmourn art is, I guess Duskmourn really wouldn't be for everybody because it has a realistic look, computers, screens. Perhaps that's not what people think Magic the Gathering is. Definitely. Yeah. It might be, Kepi, it might be. Oh. It's going to be probably pretty polarizing. You're either going to love Duskmourn or you're not. There's probably not a whole lot of in-between, I would imagine. A lot of enchantment support. I could see a heavy enchantment-based deck carrying about them, whether that is auras. I could see auras coming back. That would be painful. With the glimmers, they're enchantment creatures. When they die, they return and become just an enchantment. That's pretty good. Pretty good. The first two hands suck. That is nuts. I'm just glad I kind of clawed my way back, bit my way back. Dino Brawl 1. Yes, no, that's good. Of course, every night in Explore or whatever it is, I mean, it could be painful. You could face a lot of aggro, and you could be using perhaps a deck that goes a touch slower or tries to execute on its own plan and focus us on that so completely that there is not a whole lot of interaction, of course. Well, it would be a pretty different deck if there was a decent amount of interaction, but there is the sweeper, and Karn Sylex tonight has been, well, decent-ish. Bogle's getting, yeah, that's, I don't know, we'll see. Light Paws did get a lot better. Oh, 100%. Yeah, Mill won't have a chance. I definitely won't lose to Bruvac Brawl. It's not going to be much of a brawl because you're going to be milling all my cards, but let's give it a whirl. I want to feature what Bruvac can do for people that are unfamiliar. I was very scared about that. I was playing in Historic, which that was or is legal in, I'm pretty sure. But before Explorer became a thing, we had Bruvac. I had to face Bruvac, and I didn't like facing Bruvac. We'll see. If I can stick something, it's going to be good, for sure. Definitely. Hard to say. Nothing's really sticking out, though. No. Nothing I absolutely have to use. Just a couple things I'll probably be trying. This hand's that, I mean, we'll basically keep whatever. Yeah. Okay. It's going to mill some stuff, and I'm possibly going to be feeling pain. Hopefully. Drop Ancient Imperiosaur coming up soon. That's very nice. It is pretty cool to see Ancient Imperiosaur, which I was using for quite a bit. Pretty lovely potential, especially with something like Palani's Hatcher, multiple bodies in one, multiple creatures to help convoke this out. But again, Ancient Imperiosaur probably better in a dedicated token convoke list. Make it as big as possible. Yeah. I don't know. I probably should look at the Duskmourn previews a little bit closer and narrow down exactly what is my top pick for trying it out at least. Oh, okay. Well, firing on all cylinders with the Sword of Wealth and Power. You have to be wealthy to buy this card in paper, especially in if it's foil or the extended art. Beautiful card. Certainly does some pretty nice stuff. Definitely playing Xenagos. Now the Vantress Gargoyle, it can't attack, but it can block ranging raptors, which 4-5. If you want to trade, let's trade. Let's do it. I'll get another basic and get rid of that gargoyle. Oh boy. Oh, trading. Good. I like it. One more land is going to be probably pretty good. I'm excited. Oh my goodness, and I'm almost about to go over 2 hours. I gotta say, it's been quite some time since I've done that. But again, it's Friday. We're having a good time. I don't have to work tomorrow. I mean, even if I'm not playing this, I don't go to bed right away. Maybe I should, but I drink lots of coffee. Oh, there's the dastardly Bruvac, the grandiloquent. Pretty sure I said that right. If an opponent would mill one or more cards, they mill twice that many instead. Well, you know what we gotta do? We gotta try and kill it as fast as humanly possible. I don't have any removal that's gonna do that yet, but I will play Clothis, hopefully able to attack with it next turn. Oh, ooh, yeah, no, that's not good. Oh, okay, we lose. We just lose. Being sneaky and painful. Ouch. Oh boy, I wonder if Jace the Perfected Mind is gonna -4 for X. So minus X if it would. Oh yeah, Vantress Gargoyle. Yeah, Brotherhood's End. We basically have to Brotherhood's End at. Oh no, never mind. Cacophodon, however you pronounce it. We take Jace out. Hasty. Boom. Thumbs up. No funny business from that guy. Phew. That was close. Oh, 100%. And I do hear rumors that multiplayer, 2-on-2, whatever, something like that is going to happen. Although we have to make something happen to the Fleet Swallower. Otherwise, we are done for. Dead. Smoked. Big time. I'll play Ancient Imperiosaur at the very least. Oh, okay, I guess that... Is that it? Whew, have I survived the Mono Blue Mill menace? We dodged a big bullet, I gotta say. Fleet Swallower, whenever it attacks, target player mills half their library, but Bruvac doubles half to make it whole. So you just instantly lose because your entire library is milled. Oh, that would never happen. I think it's probably hit or miss most of the times with mill. You either super mill, hurt them, and they don't stick anything. But if you stick something early on, sometimes that might just do it. Oh, okay, no, down to 1. I thought I had it done. We could be dead, depending. 1 HP. Huh. Oh boy. What sort of funny business is about to happen? Something? Anything? Oh boy. Get rid of that Fleet Swallower. Eat that giant fish. Whew, okay. Well. Actually, maybe I'll... 1 turn away. Oh, I know. Just... Phew. You never know how it's going to happen. Maybe I do one more match. Maybe I end it there. I don't know. It would be kind of cool to go to just past 2 hours. Go back to what I used to do. It was oftentimes that, but with even more kids and more responsibilities. Getting started a little bit later seems to be the thing. Oh, I have to imagine all those lands, you don't need 6. You just need a spell that is 2 or 3 milling, 10, 20 cards, which is now 40 potentially with Bruvac. Yeah. Could have been completely different. 7 lands. Well, technically 8, 9 mana with the treasures. Yeah. Fleet Swallower is expensive, absolutely, and it wins on the spot if it gets to attack. Maybe in some way you could give the Fleet Swallower haste. The turn it drops is the turn you kill. That might be nice, but of course it is mono blue and haste is a little bit hard to do with this. I don't know. It would be cool if it had haste somehow. Lightning Greaves. There are a couple of artifacts that do give haste to the equipped creature, so perhaps it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Flash would be good too. Yeah, flash it in at the end of the opponent's turn. Be ready to attack and ready to kill him. Oh yeah, oh, big time. If they let you attack, if they probably put 2 and 2 together, seeing Bruvac and this, and yeah, I don't know, it would be almost cool to see your entire library milled all at once. Yeah. Okay, past 2 hours, Other ways, I don't know. These are enough ways of mill. Uno mas. Okay, one more. Yeah. Let's do one more. I could do one more. I could do 2, I could do 3, but I do have to add the chapters, and I don't know what the chapters are going to be after the regular stuff. Okay. Challenge is happening. Fired up. Ready to go. See if Scorpion can finally take down the Xenagos dinosaur menace. Mill again, perhaps. The master of Brawl who plays Brawl all the time, I'm pretty good. I'm basically a pro, and this Brawl deck that I'm using probably can't be improved whatsoever. It's like it's been refined so much. Oh, I don't think any change, any card could make it better than it already is. Oh boy. Llanowar Elves, though, of course, you only have 1 in the deck. That's what you want to be seeing on turn 1. Tranquil Throwback could be nice, but Drowned Secrets. We're going to be getting rid of Drowned Secrets. We're not going to be playing Tranquil Throwback until we have extra green to sink into its ability when it enters. Just paying it for 3 and not having at least 1 extra does feel pretty bad. I feel pretty bad. Question becomes, which enchantment would we want to get rid of? If we want to get rid of 1. Drowned Secrets, whenever they cast a blue spell, we mill 2. To fairies, whenever they draw a card, we mill 2. I have to imagine... Oh. Teresian Mindbreaker. We don't like this. Whenever it attacks, defending player mills half their library, rounded up. Gonna play Bruvac. Cheat this out with Unearth for 4. Okay, I see what's going on here. Funny business is going on here. So I say we just go Tranquil Throwback because we have nothing else at the moment to do. Pay that extra green and... Oh, wait. Oh. Aha. Aha, there you go.
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen,
I almost missed that.
then the hell with you.
We exiled the Mindbreaker, which was about to be unearthed for 4. Phew. It's like the Fleet Swallower. With Bruvac out, our entire library would have been milled, but I'm glad I realized that at the last second. At the last second. That's phew. Hopefully no counterspells come. Fading Hope. I like that. Domri's Ambush, putting a counter on Tranquil Throwback, taking out Bruvac is 100% what we're doing. That's going to be good. At least buying a little bit of time. Yeah, I'll take it. Hopefully. Definitely play Runic Armasaur. I don't need to really attack with Llanowar Elves. It's nice to put the Armasaur down. Could have been Marauding Raptor plus Runic Armasaur coming up, but I'm thinking it's going to be Xenagos for sure. I just can't believe I got the one thing that could exile graveyards. We just have to hope the Fleet Swallower isn't coming up. Oh boy. Actually, I can go with Marauding Raptor plus Xenagos and still play that quite nicely. Attack and pressure with the Tranquil Throwback. Big time. Go for it. Now, would Bruvac block the Throwback? Okay. It is a pretty decent chunk with the Throwback being 8 power. I don't know. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It could be Jace. It could be something not nice. With the Drowned Secrets, we would mill 2, but with Brewvac, we mill 4. Every time they cast a blue spell and then Teferi's Tutelage, every time they draw, we mill 4. This is going to chunk down our library pretty fast. Depending what mill spell is played, we could still be dead. Done. Milled out completely. Okay, not so great. Milling. We'll see. Oh, lovely stuff with Ripjaw. I think that might do it. Hopefully. Nice to draw a card though. Don't need any more lands, that's for sure. Alright. I might. Oh, I might. If someone else wants to give it a go. Ooh, a counter spell. Hey, I miss stuff all the time. I wish I didn't miss stuff because I only play one thing, so it feels extra bad when I miss things. But yeah, that definitely. I just got lucky. I don't always use Tranquil Throwback, almost never, but realizing at the last second that I could exile the graveyard, which had the thing that would have won. Yeah. But yes, look at that graveyard, 100%. That's a pretty big graveyard. My oh my. Morog, Fury of Akum. Well, it's pretty good. I've used it before. Not for a whole lot, but extra combat phases is pretty nice, I must admit. Yeah. Teresian Mindbreaker, though, tends to do the trick. Oh. Yeah. Mill yourself, potentially. Maybe you don't want to do that, but I've had Teresian Mindbreaker used against me before. They don't have Brewvac and Explore, but there was one night, I want to say probably about a month ago, I faced down a mill deck and it was not a pretty sight. Excuse me. It might have been live, but we could play another one. We could. Perhaps. I would think that's pretty good. With a Mindbreaker in your hand, you definitely... Yeah. Actually, I could see that happening. You have to get rid of... Get one... Oh. No, that does make sense. Don't play stuff, get to 8. That's what you mean, yeah. Yeah, that would be painful. I have to imagine there's not too many ways to get it into the graveyard if it is in your hand. Yes, if you play second. And I would do it. Yeah, I say we... One more game, Scorpion, if you want to do it, or... Oh, yes, you can play. Okay. We have another contender. Perhaps the last game of the night, but we'll see. See how I'm feeling. I could go for another hour or two, but all right. We have someone else. Again, the profile name, Tarzan, number 09874. Pretty low number. I've been playing since beta, so it's pretty nice. If you wanted to screen peek to see the potential destruction, well, take a... Oh, what's going on here? Oh, there's a Tranquil Throwback coming to eat the Teresian Mindbreaker. Exile it permanently. Ooh. Yeah, I don't mind if we're facing each other a good time, but it is nice to have it as close as possible to how it would be in real life. Yeah. Oh man, I know. I mean, I was saying, the only thing in the deck of 100 cards that could exile a graveyard, I had it at the perfect moment. Luck. Pure luck. You really couldn't plan that whatsoever. Alright. Good to go. Good to go. I know. Every game, every match is going to be different, but you could have many painful matches and painful games in a row, and you might think something is wrong, but that might not be the case. You want a big sample size? 60 card, okay. Did you want to play Brawl? We can play Brawl, or 60 card is. I don't mind. You started another game. Oh, okay, okay. So we could try this. That is pretty good. That is pretty good, I must admit. I know. Oh. Or you don't see something for... Oh, the chat. Okay, yes. Not Brawl. All right. We'll get back into it. All good. All good. The night is young. Well, it's almost the morning, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll send to you, yes. I got to admit, it is a little bit hard to sometimes set things up. Brawl. Challenge. Tournament. I don't often set things up too. No, not that. Alchemy, historic. Friendly Brawl. There we go. Okay, okay. I believe that should be it. Friendly Brawl, best of one. Wait, never mind. Where am I going? I canceled it myself. Hold on a second. Goes to show how often I do it. Okay. No, not a challenge. It goes back to the default. Fourth time's the charm. Fourth time's the charm. We'll get there. Friends. Play. There we go. And don't click. 017. Well, 017 is... That's pretty good. Pretty good. Tyrranax tends to do the trick. Very scary potential. Also, if you have something where the creatures deal damage based on their toughness rather than their power, even more scary and more painful. I've always enjoyed seeing decks like that. Okay, we got a Gix, Yawgmoth Praetor. Hopefully we'll be eating our opponent, but yeah, that's could be bad. Veil of Summer might be a little bit helpful here, with it being mono black. Draw a card if an opponent has cast a black or a blue or black spell. Yeah, I like this. Right? Okay. Well, you've won. You've started to win again. Definitely nice to see Otepic Huntmaster. Hopefully there is some dinosaur that can benefit from its cost reduction. Changeling Outcast. That is, technically as a dinosaur. Changeling. It's all creature types. Kitesail Freebooter. Probably taking out Domri's Ambush, I imagine. Maybe. Okay. That's alright. That's alright. It made the most sense if they took out something other than Domri's Ambush. I'd just... Well, right now I just wait. We use Veil of Summer to draw a card and hopefully draw something good. Eventually we will get to Xenagos. Hopefully Huntmaster sticks around at least for a couple turns, but I have to imagine there's a decent amount of removal from in here. Oh boy. Well, that's what we're doing. A Kogla and Yadaro, can't play that next turn, unfortunately. No, don't do that. Cancel. Pass the... Couldn't block? Oh, yes, it's... Changeling Outcast can't be blocked. I was scratching my head. Why can't I block that thing? That's why. That's why. I should have known. The Great Henge would be pretty great right about now. Oh. Kogla and Yadaro could be discarded to get rid of up to one artifact or enchantment, which the opponent doesn't have at the moment. Try and play it, fight Gix. We are still at a pretty healthy 21, so I would imagine we have some chance. Can't actually play Kogla though, because we do need 2 sources of red, so hopefully I draw that coming up. And I remember, well, I can't block the Outcast, but I can give it haste because it is a dinosaur. That's just kind of funny. I could have blocked Gix, but I want to save Otepic Huntmaster again. I want to potentially play Kogla and Yadaro next turn if I get the second source of red. So, cross the fingers. Cross the claws. We'll see. Oh boy. Or just some dino. Something to start blocking the creatures that the opponent has. I know, I see the Great Henge too. I'm kind of tempted now that we've talked about it a little bit tonight. I want to add it in. Just a copy. Just one. Of course, late game, drawing it, top decking it. If it's your only card in your hand, you're not doing a whole lot. You just gain 2 life. And then you hope to draw a creature next turn, and it doesn't happen, and well, that's how it goes. The Great Henge is always going to be great. I just kind of wish it was... Well, we can play Ancient Imperiosaur. That is going to be our best bet. Enters as an 8/8. Is it going to buy enough time? Will there be some sacrifice-based removal? Of course, Ancient Imperiosaur has a ward cost of 2, so it's not a big hoop to jump through. Removal costing 2 plus the ward, total of 4. I could see it going down. Kind of like our life total. Bloodletter of Aclazots probably does the trick. If we would lose life, we lose twice that much life. Spawn of Mayhem and Kitesail Freeboot are both connecting. Total of 10 right there. And the Changeling Outcast can't be blocked. Oh, okay, I'm pretty sure that does it. That's good. Yeah, we're not winning this one. I don't think. You never know. I'm just interested what we draw next turn. I'm going to play the Great Henge just because spend 2 green and then spend 2 on Topiary. It's kind of like Topiary is free, gain some life, all that good stuff. We want to see the Great Henge happen. That was pretty good. Alright, send them all towards the opponent. Xenagos would have been good for sure. Guess I could have played Xenagos, yeah. Nah, I wanted to play the Great Henge. Definitely. Pain. Okay. The finish. It could just be the Changeling Outcast, which is pretty cool. That's the only creature that needs to attack because it can't be blocked. We would lose 2 if we were at 2. Doubled, minus 17. It was good. It was good. I guess that was revenge for all the times I beat Scorpion just fine. I had a lovely time But yes, I think we'll end it there almost. Well, kind of getting close to 2.5 hours. This has been the longest in a long, long time. But I did have a great time. Absolutely. Absolutely. With luck, yes. It's all about yuck luck. Sometimes you don't have luck, which is yuck. Yeah. But yes, have a good rest of your night or morning or evening or afternoon, whenever it is, because I imagine many of you are sleeping as I say this. So hopefully you got good sleep, better sleep than me perhaps, and have a good rest of your time zone. Thanks for joining this fantastic dinosaur action. Indestructibles, it's good. If you can have a creature with indestructible, probably makes a lot of sense. Yeah, scared. Veil of Summer, I mean, when an uncommon instant gets banned, you know it's pretty good. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff indeed. Kind of wish I could play Veil of Summer regularly in Pioneer or Explorer, but that is not the case. That would help big time. Oh, Thoughtseize, boom, Veil of Summer. There you go. Nice stuff. But yeah, Indestructible, Death Touch, Ronus the Indomitable does pack a punch. Big time. Big time. Okay. I could go on for 5 hours, 6 hours. One day I will. I'll do a mega stream again, but peace. Have a good one.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?